Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
You guys, we're going to be meteorologists again for a minute. But man, it is absolutely gorgeous outside.
It is. We got that nice cloud coverage. It's not hot. It's that nice, cool weather outside, right?
It's overcasty, which is, you guys know, my absolute favorite type of weather.
Yep. And right now it says 30% chance of rain, which, if you know me at all, I don't like when it says 30% chance of rain because it's either means it's not going to rain or it's going to rain all day.
Yeah.
And it's not raining right now, so
we're on the fence.
I can't hold my breath on that aspect, but it is supposed to jump up to 50% chance.
Yeah, but that's not until later on this afternoon.
Like 1 or 3 or something like that.
There's a lot of time between now and then, and that's a lot of opportunity for us to get a lot of stuff done out and about.
Yep.
However, I'm very excited to let you guys know that yesterday we did not have a what happened was, not entirely. And
not entirely, no.
We'll get onto that in a minute. We'll get onto your adventure in a minute. I was just going to say, the holes at the concrete footers over at Camp Life, we were actually very successful and we were able to get them all filled. And I will have to say that the MVP of the day award goes to our son, Abraham.
Man, he put in the work.
Yeah.
Man, he was not quitting.
He was like gung-ho, ready to go, man. He was so excited to get that space filled in.
No.
And
I couldn't believe it, man. Like, we had to shovel rock.
Again.
And again. Like, but Pops, man, that gorilla cart, that thing is awesome, dude.
Thank you, Pops, again.
But that thing, bringing that thing up and down, you know, and everything else like that with all the material, that was something, you know, and Abe stuck through it, through shovel after shovel after shovel. He didn't stop. No. And I was like, dang, dude, like, you're keeping up with your old man. Yeah. Like, you're nonstop going.
Yeah, and you're 7.
And you're 7. I'm like, all right. So we push this thing, pull it up there, you know, and like anytime that there was a shovel of sand needed to be there, anytime there needed to be a shovel of rock, he was on it.
He was on top of it, man. He learned that the previous day when we were working with Mike and we were going a lot slower because I was trying to explain everything, right? And he really took to that lesson. Yep. He learned very well on what it's supposed to look like, what it needs to be. And he was very interested in it, you know? Yep. Like he really was very interested in it. And so anyway, he didn't quit. He kept going. He was anticipating each and every next move. And Abe was definitely such a big helper to us to get that job done. So I'm so happy though, guys. It's curing. It's in the ground.
We got the footers in. And I'm really, really hoping that everything pans out when it goes to stand the structure.
It will. This isn't our first rodeo with footers.
No, but at the same time, holy moly.
Oh, I see it. I
just realized something, you guys.
I see it.
I think we're going to have to bring you guys up for it. Like, holy crap.
If you guys are arachnophobic, skip. Holy moly.
Yeah, holy.
Look at that big old tarantula.
So it is tarantula mating season. And yeah. Look at that dude.
He's just chilling.
That dude is massive.
Dude,
man.
He is massive.
His body alone is probably as big as my thumb. That dude is no joke about yay big. That joker is huge.
Bro. Whoa. Do tarantulas make webs? I don't think that's his web.
Almost want to get a jar and catch him now.
Yeah, but what are we going to do with him? Throw him out in the woods?
I'd let him go out in the woods and get him out of this area.
And go get a jar then.
Ooh. Yeah, just fuck him off.
That guy's absolutely massive.
That thing is huge.
Bro. Sorry to the arachnophobes.
Yep. I'm a little arachnophobic, you know, but tarantulas to me, I'm a little cool with them, but you won't catch me holding them with my bare hand. There ain't no way.
That's why I'm the spider getter.
Especially with it in a jar, I'm like, all right, that's cool. But that mouth.
That mouth is a little frightening, but
a little bit.
We'll take him on a walk later and probably go drop him off in the forest. You know,
Yep.
let him be free.
Let them be free.
Yeah,
we gotta definitely show the kids and everything.
Yeah, that's why we got the jar. But anyway, sorry, we went squirrel. I don't even know what we were talking about in conversation. I'm pretty sure we told y'all that we got the footers done. We were congratulating Abe on such a job well done.
Yes.
And then I think we were going to segue into talking about what we were going to do today.
Yeah.
So,
which I know that we talked a little bit about it on the last Real Talk about going and getting the supply run today.
Yes. Yes.
I've been keeping an eye on the weather. And it's, if you didn't catch my last little bit of saying, you know, weather plays a huge part of what you're doing on the homestead and picking up materials and certain things. It's going to be raining by, you know, the time I'm like making my way back home.
Yeah.
So it'd be raining the whole time, getting all my materials wet. And I don't want to have that happen. So I'm going to wait until it's a nice point for me to pick up the materials. I know I can throw a tarp over it and be safe and all that, right? But man, when it rains out here, it rains. And these last few storms reminded me of that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, that's like the whole reason why we had to hurry up and get down our tree, you know?
Exactly.
And like why we had to kind of pivot and do certain things at certain times. So today we're actually gonna, you know, pivot again, because that's what we do around here. We squirrel around and pivot when need be.
Yeah.
And it actually works out well. So we had the kids go out to the yard a couple days ago and they picked out the majority of the bigger pieces like arms and stuff that they could throw over to a burn pile for us. There's
all
still
the branches as much as they could, right?
Yeah, there's still quite a bit on the ground that we need to rake up. And then there's that big log that we need to deal with. So I think before the rain comes, we might start dealing with some of the yard work.
I have a feeling that I'm going to get all this stuff situated today before rain hits, because I mean that's going to be the best use of my time. I feel like, versus going and killing a whole day picking up materials.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But we do need to get the materials on hand, because that is going to be, the front mudroom is our next big project to work on in between while we wait for the curing time for those footers we just did to cure, and then we could do that gazebo area. So,
however, we're sort of fighting the weather.
Yeah.
That's sort of our game right now, because it's calling for rain all the way out to like Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
it'll be like do as much as we can when we can. And then when we can't do other things, you know?
Correct. So I want to try to take care of the yard before it gets completely soaked, which I'm thankful because we haven't had any rain. So all the grass and all the everything else, it's, you know, it's that perfect, you know, perfect texture to cut. It's not going to get clogged to everything and anything else like that.
Well, gee, Gary, how are you going to cut anything with the lawnmower broken?
That's a good question. So I ran to town yesterday after we got all the concrete done, right? I had to do the animal run and go get some feed and get all that stuff situated.
For the chickens and stuff, you know.
Get gas and everything, because of course we ran out of everything. It was like, all right, this is the errand run for, you know, picking up all the big stuff. And I couldn't help it, but I stopped over at Tractor Supply. And I was looking at some of the stuff that was, you know, that they had to be able to cut the grass and cut everything else.
Yeah.
Now, me and Mel, when we bought the lawnmower, you know, a bit back, I even danced around buying this then. And I was like, I don't know. I think we might want this guy instead. I don't know how good it is, though. And, I called Mel. I said, hey, they have one in stock. Do you want me to pull the trigger and buy one? We really need something, you know? And she's like, go for it. You've been talking about that thing for a minute. Just get it. So I bought myself a DR trimmer. And man, I tell you what, I did some work with that thing just to test it out. I was like, I want to see how good this thing is, right? That thing, man, makes short work of all the tall ragweed and all the tall grass. And it's like, I'm like, man, I can't believe it. So I'm really happy. I'm a happy man. I got a new tool and a new toy to me. I know it's not a toy, but to me it is.
And he still has the engine for the old lawnmower that he's gonna like tinker around with and turn it into some sort of Frankenstein bike or
I'm gonna try
something. I don't know.
But
that's on the back burner of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get it running again back and get that lawnmower going again.
I mean, that'd be nice.
That would be nice to where it's like, hey, I got a lawnmower again.
But in the meantime of doing that, and then like now, like Gary said, the grass is like up to our chest,
Yeah.
And the goats do a great job of clearing, but they also take their time with clearing too. It does take some time, and during that time things grow. So, and it's a very big piece of property we got.
Correct.
So anyway, we're going to handle a lot of this yard stuff today. Gary's going to come and bust out his new trimmer. He's going to trim up this like sidewalk area that's getting pretty crazy. We'll take care of this tree more and go and kind of start picking up some of the other stuff. In the front area where we're going to build the mudroom, that grass is like up to our chest crazy, too.
So I need to...
That's another reason why it was like, we need something.
Mm-hmm. Today's going to be a good one. We'll be able to get this yard cleaned up, get everything all situated. It'll be nice for this this weekend. I've got a lot of plans for this weekend and the kiddos and everything else. So we'll see.
And I'm looking forward to this weekend too, because after, Sunday, it's officially, September. I don't know about you, but I am already ready for like the fall season mentally. Like I'm already there. Gary was at the store the other day and he's like, Mel, I'm going to get you some more coffee creamer. What kind of flavor you want today? And I was like, ooh, I know it's August, but do they have that pumpkin spice? He's like, oh, not yet. I'm like, darn it. So I didn't get my pumpkin spice yet. But I could feel it. I could feel the winds of change and I could feel it coming. So with all of this kind of yard maintenance stuff that Gary's going to get into today, I'm going to do some weekly domestic stuff inside the house. Mm-hmm. But sometime, if not today, maybe this weekend, I would like to go through the monstrosity, which is our storage shed over there. And we need to make a big dump pile.
A big dump pile.
A very big dump pile, because our stuff has fallen over and gotten moldy and nasty and stuff in there throughout the years, and we need to consolidate.
We're just going to throw it all away.
The reason why I want to do all of that is because that's where all of my seasonal decorations are. And I want to, it's September, I don't care. I want to bust out like the fall decorations and start getting the atmosphere flowing. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're going to clean that thing out, I feel like, and we're going to put all of it in our cabin. I
think so too. And then take down that tent so that way, like, one, the space is clear and open over there. And then, two, like, our stuff won't get falling and moldy. And
it shouldn't get messed up anymore or all that other stuff.
Yep.
But it's going to be interesting, I'm not going to lie, with all that.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that we might even just leave it up so that way the kids can put their bikes over there for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we might just empty it and move all of the important stuff like family heirlooms and photo albums and things like that we have. Luckily, none of that is rotten and nasty as far as I can tell. But when
picture frames aren't the best. When I went in there and looked in there a little bit.
Sad.
Some, like, the heat, dude, they're all
warped.
Like warped and just like funky, and it's like,
yeah.
Dang it,
that storage shed has like everything that we decided we were going to keep when we were downsizing our Arizona house. And we moved out here, and we kept it because we were like, oh, when we finish our house, we'll, want to have this stuff. But now that it's sometime
it'll be good
later,
because, there is some winter fall stuff in there. We can sort of swap our wardrobes around a little bit.
Exactly. And also just get rid of a bunch of stuff too.
So in other words, with this rain and everything else, we've got some stuff that we can do around here off on the side.
And that's mostly dependent too, like if we have long enough breaks in the rain to where we feel we can go and get lumber and then like make use of the lumber.
Correct.
Like it just depends. But there's plenty to keep us busy, man. There's plenty to keep us busy.
Yeah. There's always something to do.
Yes.
We can't get away from it, you know. Not on a homestead.
Nope.
You know, and it's I wouldn't do it any other way, honestly. I love the fact that we have so many tasks to do because it never gets old.
Well, you never get bored. That's
there's
for
always
sure.
something. There's always something that can be done.
Yeah.
And I'm for one to want to be able to spread out doing something, right?
Well, you never get bored, and there's always an area that can use improvement. So, and
Correct.
there's always, you know, something to work on. I like it. It's a good life.
It is a good life.
It's a good life. But guys, I'm going to get in there because I got to deal with the kiddos and make sure that they got breakfast and everything going on. It is Friday, so happy Friday TGIF to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Fridays, we actually have the kids just do their normal stuff. We don't do homeschool on Fridays because we do it 4 days a week and we make them do a real good job those 4 days. And so anyway, Friday,
there's a lot of schools around here that only go for 4 days a week.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
and the school in Arizona
was 4 days a week.
4 days a week, yeah. So it just depends on what we want to do, and we don't have our kids do school on Fridays.
No.
So I'm going to get them onto doing some other things that they can help me out with inside. I'm going to finish.
And outside and
and outside too.
all sorts of other stuff around and whatnot. We're gonna make the day, you know, a really good one, and we'll be able to get everything all situated.
Yep.
Where if it does rain or gets all nasty, all of our stuff ain't gonna get all messed up and nasty and screwed up. It's all clean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you get to try out your new toy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
So I'm going to get going on with the kiddos. I'm going to try to edit out a video for you guys. Hopefully I'll get it out for you guys today. If not, then it will be tomorrow.
Yep.
Like one way or the other, it'll be today or tomorrow. And you guys can watch us finish up all the footers and stuff over at Camp Life. Again, huge shout out to Mike for helping us out the first day. Mike with Drifting Dreamers 5, super big help to us. And then of course, Abraham was super big help to us. You guys aren't going to want to miss that video. It actually, so far in the editing, I'm not finished, but so far it's turning out to be a pretty good one. I think you guys will enjoy it. I
think you guys will have a really good laugh and a good experience with it.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get rolling on for today. Make sure to keep your notifications turned on, friends. We'll try to pop in over the weekend. I mean, it's going to be off and on raining and stuff. Yep. So, and yeah, we're going to be recording what we got going on today. And yeah, I'm a long goodbye. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Until the next one, friends, we love y'all. And we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.